Hi guys, welcome to lesson 64. It's called Special Products. So what we're doing today is we are working with sets of binomials that when we multiply them together will give us a special product. And we will be able to notice that there's a pattern that forms every time we have a plus b squared, a minus b squared, and then a plus b times a minus b. There's a really simple pattern that you guys can memorize so that whenever you see this, it's a nice shortcut for when you're doing these problems, and it will save you a lot of time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that is. So here we have a plus b squared. Now I'm going to put in x for a and 3 for b. We have x plus 3 squared. Okay, we know that x plus 3 squared looks like this. Okay, then we're going to use the FOIL method. X times x is x squared. X times 3, we're going to add 3x. We're going to add another 3x. And we're going to add 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, I'm going to combine these. I get x squared plus 6x plus 9. And that would be my final answer. Now, the special pattern that we have with a plus b squared looks like this. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, every time we have a plus b squared, we can just plug the a's and b's into here. I'll show you what I mean. So a squared would be the same as x squared plus 2 times a and b, so a and b are 3 and x, and then plus 3 squared. Okay? So that gives me x squared plus 2 times 3 is 6, times x is 6x plus 9. And you can see that this and this match. Okay? So whenever you see a plus b squared, you know that this is the first term will be squared and the last term will be squared, and then the middle term is just going to be twice as much as the 3x and the 3x. Okay? Alright. And because this is added, all of this down here is added. The middle term is positive. Okay, so over here we have a minus b squared. So here I will do x minus 3 squared. I am going to draw a line in between these so that we don't get them confused. Okay? So this gives me x minus 3 times x minus 3. X times x is x squared minus 3x minus 3x, and then negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So I have x squared minus 6x plus 9 as my answer. Okay? So for this one, our special formula is going to be a squared minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Okay. Now let me plug in my numbers and you can see what that is. So my a is an x, so I have x squared minus 2 times a and b, so it's going to be, I'm going to go 3 and x. We can multiply in any order. So instead of putting in 3 or 2 times x times 3, I'm just going to switch these. It's a lot easier to see, and we can multiply in any order and get the same answer. Okay? And then I have plus b. My b is 3. Actually, yeah. There we go. B. So that gives me x squared minus 6x plus 9. And guess what? These match. Okay, so the only difference between this one and this one is my middle term is positive here, and my middle term is negative here. You can see that. It's positive here and negative here. Okay? All right. For the third one, I'm going to also use x and 3 again. So I'm going to have x plus 3 times x minus 3. And I don't know, this one has always been my favorite because I like things to look nice and neat. So this is really cool. You'll see that when we have a plus b and a minus b, the middle terms cancel out. So I have x times x is x squared minus 3x plus 3x minus 9. These cancel, which means my answer is x squared minus 9. Okay? So when I have the a plus b times a minus b, the pattern for this one is going to be a squared minus b squared. Now let's just plug that in. So if I plug in my a, it's going to be x squared minus, my b is 3, which gives me x squared minus 9. And there we go. These match. So for these problems, you can see that if you can do it this way, but if you just plug the numbers in here, the math is a lot simpler than going through and doing all of this. So go ahead and memorize these, learn them, and it'll save you so much time. Bye guys.